Very good morning, students. I welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss about English reader question answer, the world of sports. Right? So the question number 1 is, what is the height of hoop basket in basketball? So the answer is, the height of hoop basket in basketball is 10 foot. The next is, what is the worth of a successful shot? Question number 2. So the answer is, a successful shot is worth 2 points. The next question, how much time is allowed for half-time break? So the answer is 15 minutes are allowed for a half-minute break. The next is, when do the team exchanges baskets? So the answer is, the team exchanges basket in the second half. Moving to the next slide. So here question number 5, who controls the game of basketball? So the answer is, the game is controlled by the referee, one or two umpires and the three table officials. Question number 6 is, what do players use to redirect the ball into basketball? So the options are, players use the backboard to redirect the ball into the basketball. Alright. The next question, how many players are required in the game of basketball? So the answer is, two teams of 5 active players each required in the game of basketball. Question number 2 is, what is the objective of the game basketball? So the option are, answer is, the objective of the game is to outscore one's opponent by throwing the ball through the opponent's basket from above while stopping the opponents from doing so on their own. Alright, this is the objective of the game. Question number 3, what is meant by dribbling? Dribbling is the act of bouncing. It means ball, right? Dribbling is the act of bouncing ball continuously while moving or passing it between teammates. Next question, how long does a typical game of basketball last? Answer is, a typical game of basketball lasts about 2 hours. Question number 5, write two violations in the game of basketball. So the answer is, the ball must stay within the court. First violation. The second violation is, the ball must not be kicked nor struck with the fist. Alright. Question number 6, which is the most crowd pleasing shot in basketball? Answer is, the most crowd pleasing shot is the one in which the player jumps very high and throws the ball downward straight through the hoop. Question number 7, what is meant by no look pass? A special way of passing the ball without looking at the receiving teammate is called no look pass. Okay, here what you have to do, read the instruction. You have to find out the words from the text that mean the same as the following. Alright, so hoop, it's very clear. Hoop means circle. Alright, hoop means basket also, and here you have to find out the same meaning. So hoop convey the basket also and hoop convey the circle also. The next is semicircle, it's arc. Alright, the third one is incorrect handling of the ball, that is known as violations. The act of bouncing the ball continuously while moving, that is known as dribbling. We had already discussed. Question number 5 is disruptive physical contact. This is also known as violations. Okay, so these are the words that convey same meaning. The next one, language structures. Here, homonyms. What is a homonym? Homonyms are two or more words that have the same sound but their meaning is different. Alright, they are having the same sound but their meaning is different. For example, sink. Sink means, here sink means basin where you used to, that is used in kitchen where you wash your hands, wash your vegetables, etc. That is known as sink. And the second sink is to go down below the surface of a liquid whenever you are drowned in any river or any liquid, that is known as sink. Okay. So let's you have some words had given, and these are also synonym. They are having two meanings, but their sound is same. For example, lift means when you are, जब आप कोई भी चीज़ उठाते हो, that is known as lift. But you must had seen a lift also in the mall, that is used as a stairs, that is used as elevator. All right. So here is the current of air. Current of air means that is known as wind. All right. So what will we feel here? Wind. But when we wind pronounced as wind in a toy, we mean that we start by turning a key repeat to make it work. All right. The next is means to pick up something, and is another name for an elevator. I had already discussed, that is lift. You all had seen in the mall also. And lift means also to pick up something that is that is fell down on the floor, and if you are picking that thing, that means you are lifting. All right. The third number is, if you turn to your here left, you will see their house. Here left means direction, like left, right. All right. So you will see their house. When you turn left is the past participle of the verb leave. No, leave means छोड़ना होता है, and you know the leave, left. So here leave means the past participle of the verb, and here in the first sentence the left means whenever you are turning left, it is a direction. Statement number 4. I gave my best friend on her birthday. Obviously, you will give a present. So, what will write here? Present. But when you are taking a class and if you are attending the class, it means you are present there. So, the pronunciation is same. Spelling is also same. You can see that spelling and pronunciation same, but they are conveying the another meaning, right? But they are giving different meaning. So, here I was present when the teacher started new lesson in science. The next is, Shalini was thrilled with the wrist dash her father bought her. ना तो हम अपने wrist में क्या पहनते हैं? We used to like bracelets, watch, but what will we write here? That is watch. The police kept a close watch. ना watch means देखना भी होता है और watch means घड़ी भी होती है. So the meaning is that you have to make a clear concept that homonyms are the word that are having same sound. For example, watch, but you can see that their meaning is totally different. One watch means clock and one watch means see. Is it clear? So here related words, many words had given, and you have to just take a dictionary, you have to just take help of dictionary, and you have to find out the same meaning. For example, beautiful means charming, attractive, pretty, captivating, alluring. All right, so you have to just find out these words which means the same meaning as beautiful. You have to just take the help of the dictionary and you have to fill in your book. All right. The next is untidy. Untidy means dirty, messy, foul, grubby, grimy, and filthy. The next is clever. Intelligent, bright, talented, gifted, smart, brilliant. Four is clean, right? So spotless, washed, sterile, polished, clear. And the last is quiet. Quiet means silent, still, noiseless, mute, soundless, reticent. All right. Here we are going to study about adverbs. Whom do we call adverb? Adverbs are words which describe verbs and add to their meaning, right? They just describe verbs and they just add on their meanings. For example, brightly, fast, slowly, today, late, etc. Types of adverbs. So adverbs of manner, adverbs of time. What is adverb of manner? Adverb of manner tell us in which manner an action takes. All right. For example, the horse runs. Here, na, run is a verb and it's just describing the run. Fast, what is fast doing here? Fast is describing run. Alright, so the horse runs fast. So fast, what is fast? Fast is adverb of manner. The sun shines. Again, you know that shine is verb, and shine is describing by the word brightly, and brightly is adverb. Adverb of manner. The next is adverb of time. Adverb of time tell us the time when action takes place. For example, the flight came late. Here, what is late? Late is adverb of time. Samir went to school today. So what is today? Adverb of time. Alright. So here what you have to do, you have to just circle the adverbs. I think it's very very easy, and you have to underline the verbs that describe. The first one is we danced merrily. Here danced is a verb and danced is described by the word merrily. So what is merrily? Merrily is an adverb. So what you have to do, you have to just make a underline under the adverb like this. Okay. Jane watched the game closely. Again, watched is described by the word closely. Alright, so what is closely? Closely is adverb, so put a underline under the closely. The next is Rama spoke gently. So, what is spoke? We know it's a verb, and yes, it is described by the word gently. So, gently is adverb. The fourth statement is we won the match easily. Again, won is verb and match as object. So won is described by the word easily. So what is easily? Easily is adverb. The bird flew down swiftly. Again, flew down is described by the word swiftly. So what is swiftly? Swiftly is adverb. I think it's very easy, na? So it's a tightly. Neera held me tightly. So tightly is also an adverb because held is described by the word tightly, and tightly is an adverb. The next is option number B. Fill in the blank with suitable adverb of manners and time. The first one is I went to the market, and here you have to fill the adverb of time, no? So what is adverb of time? Evening, morning, yesterday. These are the adverb of time. So what will we fill here? In the evening, in the morning. Okay? The next is the dog barked. Here you have to put adverb of manner. So shoutily, or you can say loudly, slowly. These type of words you can fill here. So the dog barked loudly. The third statement, my sister sings. Here again you have to fill adverb of manner, slowly, sweetly. So you have to just put this type of word here. The next is my grandfather reads the newspaper, right? Every day. All right. We went to the garden. Here again you have to fill adverb of time. We went to the garden yesterday because we went na, हम लोग गए थे. So we will use obviously yesterday here. He looked at me, adverb of manner, lovingly. He looked at me lovingly. He looked at me angrily. Alright, these type of words you can fill here because it's an adverb of manner. कैसे देखा उसने, no? प्यार से देखा. Question number 7 is, we should sit in the library. Here again manner is showing कि आपको library में कैसे बैठना चाहिए. Obviously quietly बैठना चाहिए, noiselessly बैठना चाहिए. Then question number 8 is I saw that movie last. Here you have to put adverb of time. So it's a night, na? I saw that movie last night, last day. Okay, these type of words you can put it here. Now we are going to do lesson and tell activity. Okay, I'll tell you a commentary and you have to just give me the answer. A good all-round performance from Australia. They batted, fielded and bowled well to run through the mighty Indian batting lineup. Except for Dhoni, no Indian batsman stood against the pace bowling from Australia. Australia beats India by 95 runs and will be facing New Zealand in the finals at Melbourne on Sunday. Which sport is being talked about here? It's very easy now. Which sport we are talking about here? It's cricket, na? So the correct option is cricket. The question number 2, which are the two teams playing the sport? We all know that one is Australia, right? And India. The question number 3 is which player performed really well? आपको बताना है कि क्या किस इंडियन ने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म किया. तो यू ऑल कैन ना पे अटेंशन इफ व्हेन आई वाज रीडिंग. एक्सेप्ट फॉर धोनी नो इंडियन बैट्समैन मीन्स ओनली धोनी हैड परफॉर्म्ड वेल. ऑल राइट. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, हु वॉज द विनर ऑफ द गेम? आपको बताना है कि विनर कौन रहा. Australia beats India, na? So who was the winner? Australia was the winner, right? Because he beats India. It beats India. That's why Australia was the winner. The next is which two teams will be playing in the finals? Obviously, na, because Australia beats India, so Australia and New Zealand they are going to be in the final. Na? They are going to the final round. And the question number 6 is on which day of the week will the final happen? So it's going to the finals are going to be held on Melbourne on Sunday. All right. So here in the last, what you have to do, you have to be very creative. You have to write an email, and every student you have to write an email and you have to send it to me. I'll make a I'll make a topic there in Google Classroom and you have to submit your work there. So here what you have to do, what you have to keep in your mind when you are writing an email, first of the all you have to write the email ID of the person whom you are writing. all right, जिसे आप लिख रहे हो सबसे पहले आप उसका email ID लिखेंगे. For example, if you are writing to me, then you have to write down the email ID of mine. Okay, then subject of the mail. So here you have to write down what is your subject. For example, if you are inviting them for a birthday party, if you are giving any kind of notice, so you have to write down here topic. And then in this area, hi, this is Kunal, anyone, if you are writing here, so you have to write down the matter, right? You have to write down all the matter, because if you are writing to your friend, so it's going to be informal email. All right, so you have to start like this and you have to end up like love and your friend something, and then you have to end it. Okay, so you have to submit it on Google Classroom. And yes student, thank you so much for watching. If you have any query, you can ask me.